Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about private equity and investment. First is introduction to private equity. Private equity involves investment in the private companies that are not publicly traded. Private equity firms provide capital to businesses in exchange for equity stakes. The primary goal is to achieve high return by improving operations and increasing valuation. Next is characteristics of private equity investment. Focus on mature companies with stable cash flows. Requires substantial investment compared to the venture capitalist. Private equity firms typically take an active role in management and operation. Next is private equity investment stages. First is growth capital, funding for companies looking to expand or enter new markets. Second one is buyouts, acquiring a majority or controlling stake in a company. And the third is distressed investments, buying companies in financial distress to restructure them for profitability. So these are the private equity investment stages. So the next is difference between the private equity and the venture capital. So first is private equity. Private equity target established companies involving larger investment size and require significant control. And venture capitalist funds early stage startups, takes minority stakes and has shorter exit timelines. Private equity firms aim for financial restructuring while venture capitalist firms focus on innovation and scalability. So next is importance of private equity in India's startup ecosystem. So first is equity firms provide significant funding to Indian startups and growth stage companies. They play a crucial role in scaling operations, entering new markets and hiring top talent. Many Indian unicorns have received private equity funding to expand globally. So these are basically some of the leading private equity firms in India. So all these are the example of leading private equity firms in India. So next is the role of private equity firms in growth. Capital infusion provide necessary funds for business expansion. And the next point is operational expertise. Offer strategic guidance and industry knowledge. Third one is market expansion. Help businesses enter new markets and build a global presence. And the next one is private equity exit strategies. Secondary sales, selling share to one another investor or private equity firm. Merger and acquisition, selling the company to a larger corporation. Initial public offer, listing the company on a stock exchange to raise public capital. Notable private equity investment in India. Policy Bazaar, 75 million from Falcon Edge Capital. Byju's 500 million from Silver Lake. Zomato 660 million from Quora Management before its IPO. So these are the notable private equity investments in India. Private equity firms startup deals in 2022. Daily Hunt 805 million from CPPIB. Elastic Run 330 million from Goldman Sachs. Maggie 100 millions from Journal Atlantic. And the next is private equity's influence on Indian startups. Private equity backed startups experience rapid valuation growth. Investment in technology driven businesses drive digital transformation, encourages innovation and job creation in the economy. Challenges in the private equity investment, regulatory issues, government policies and the compliances requirements can impact deals. Second one is market volatility. Economic downturns affects returns on investment. Long holding periods. Private equity firms typically hold investment for 5 to 10 years before exits. So these are some of the challenges in the private equity investments. So next is future trends in private equity investment. Tech-driven investments. Increasing focus on AI, fintech, tech startups, sustainable and ESG investing, greater emphasis on environmental and social impact, global expansion, more international private equity firms entering the Indian market. So these are some of the future trends in private equity investments that is concerned with tech, sustainability, and global expansion. Conclusion: private equity is the key driver of business growth and expansion, provides financial support, strategic expertise, and operational improvements, play a vital role in shaping India's entrepreneurial and economic landscape. So at last, I just want to end this PPT with a thank you note.